Hey guys, Mike here from We Watch the Movie. Here to review Rush. I know it's a little bit late. Jay can't be here today. He was supposed to go see this with me. We're supposed to have the screen reviews up, but he's under the weather right now. But we will get those caught up, and I'm sure that Jay's herpes will also heal.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie.
Rush, directed by Ron Howard. It's got Chris Hemsworth in it. It's got Daniel Bruhl in it, and they're playing these two real-life race car drivers, James Hunt and Niki Lauda. And one of them, Chris Hemsworth's character, James Hunt, is this playboy. He goes out, he drinks sometimes. He has a drink and a smoke in one scene before a race. He parties all the time. He likes to just sleep with women. He likes to party his ass off, and that's what he's all about. He don't need nothing but a good time.
The closer you are to death, the more alive you feel.
You're James, aren't you?
Yes.
The other guy, Daniel Bruhl's character, Niki Lauda, who is extremely serious. Like, he's like the complete opposite of him. That's the way he's depicted in the movie. Apparently, he's not as strict in real life, but in the movie, he's just like completely by the numbers. He's like, he doesn't party. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm all about the race. I'm all about winning. Super serious. It's super boring, really, the way they depict him in the movie.
It's Niki Lauda. He's just been signed by Ferrari.
He's a nobody.
Look at the way he's driving, like an old man.
Right now, with zero incentive, why would I drive fast?
Because I'm asking you to.
This is an incredible battle between these two great drivers.
It was just really driven. But at the same time, one of the issues I have with the movie is they want to play off of this chip on your shoulder drive that each of them have in their own separate ways. But being just a normal person who's not a race car driver, it doesn't play off that well, because like the Mark Zuckerberg of race car driving. He's just super serious. He's kind of a dick to everybody. He doesn't really get along with people. He's just kind of rude. He doesn't care about having friends, and it ends up biting him in the ass at certain points. It's almost hard to feel bad for him in that sense. It's like, oh, you have a chip on your shoulder because your extremely rich dad wanted you to do something else, but you chose, race car driving. I mean, oh, damn it, I'm a race car driver. It's not really that bad of a life. So it's hard to really get into that part of it there.
Next time I'll have you.
No chance. You're just a party guy. That's why everybody likes you.
Yes, I know, I'm terrible.
No, you're not terrible. You're just who you are at this point in your life.
To be a champion, it takes more than just being quick. You have to really believe it.
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
I can beat this guy, trust me.
He's consistent, dependable. Will he put his life on the line the day that really matters?
And the one thing, I thought this was a well-made movie. I thought the whole movie looked good. I thought it was directed good. I thought the acting in it was really great. And especially Hemsworth's role and Bruhl, they were both great in the movie. So all that stuff I liked, and I agree with what most people are saying about this movie. But it's a race car movie, and I never felt that feeling in this entire movie of just like pins and needles on the edge of my seat waiting to see what's going to happen in the race. And I don't follow racing. I didn't know these guys' stories before I watched the movie. It never got to me in that way. I never really felt my pulse racing about the movie.
Welcome to the racing grudge match of the decade.
World champion Niki Lauda, trapped in a searing inferno of 800 plus degrees.
I really like what they showed of James Hunt's character, but they never really got that into him either. Like, I wanted to see more about him. Like, what I saw in the trailer was he's this playboy who loves women and likes to, he's willing to die at the race and he's willing to do whatever, but he's also, a party hound or whatever, a booze hound and a ladies hound, which I like that. Those parts were entertaining. I like watching him do that. There's some good humor that comes in it, but at the same time, they never really got further into that. Like, I wanted to know something more about him like that. They just never got really deep into his character.
Talk to me, James.
Don't go to men who are willing to kill themselves driving in circles looking for normality.
And what did your wife say when she saw your face?
She said you don't need the face to drive, you just need the right foot.
I feel responsible for what happened.
Watching you win those races while I was fighting for my life, you were equally responsible for getting me back in the car.
Niki Lauda, they did. Like, they showed like what drives him more than anything. They felt like Ron Howard was almost more interested in him while he was making the movie. And a lot of times I wanted to go back to Chris Hemsworth's character because it's just more fun and lighthearted and you had a better time with him.
42 days after his near-fatal accident, Niki Lauda will race here today.
More powerful than the fear of death
overall, like I said, the film looked great. The race scenes were filmed really good. Everything was super close up, and it all looked really great. It was acted well, and there was nothing surfacely wrong with this movie. But when it ended, and at certain points during the movie, I was just kind of like, meh. I don't know. I wanted to really get into it. I wanted to go see this movie. It's a sports drama. It's a real life story, and I wanted to be moved by it, I guess. You know, you want to be either inspired by it or take things from it to put into your own life, I guess, like that. And this movie, it was really just like, it never got really deeper than the trailer showed for me. It was just like one guy who's a party guy who's a race car driver and a playboy, and the other guy who's super serious, and they're giant rivals, and it's about their lives as race car drivers, you know. And there's moments in the movie that have that emotional pitch for a second, and it works, and you feel bad for a certain somebody, or you want somebody to succeed here or there, but they're really short-lived, and the movie never moved me. It never got to me. I didn't really take anything away from it when I walked out of the theater, and I'll probably get shit for that, and I'm sorry, but I gotta be honest, that's what I'm doing here, right? So I know some people feel the exact opposite, so I won't say don't go see the movie. I still enjoyed the movie, and it was a well-oiled, well-made movie with great acting in it, so it's a 7.0 for me. I wanted to go further with this. It's hard for me to give it a 7.0 because it was a good film, but it just never grabbed me. It never just, you know, bottom line, I know I can say this 100 different ways, the movie just didn't move me. I didn't have this raw feeling that I wanted to have from this movie, but I liked the characters. I thought the actors did a great job. I thought the director did a great job. It still gets a 7.0 for me, and it succeeds where a lot of other movies still fail, so I give it credit for that. But that's my review of it, guys. What did you guys think about Rush if you did see it, and what's your favorite racing movie of all time? It's got to be Days of Thunder for me, still. I mean, I know this turned out to be a lot of other people's favorite, you know, racing movie ever, but yeah, I'm still going to go with Days of Thunder on that one. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Comment below, let me know what you guys thought, and I will see you next time on We Watched the Movie.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.